Welcome to TradersArmy.com, defending your right to build wealth and preserve capital for generations to come.
Yeah, Monday. What's up, everybody? Monday morning. Hope everybody had an absolutely amazing weekend. Welcome to today's edition of the Daily Market Commentary. I'm your host, Chuck Fulkerson. We're going to do what we do each and every day, taking a look at the same 10 to 12 futures markets from an educational perspective, identifying both breakouts and reversal opportunities. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Real quick announcement, we have a promo going on until the end of the month. So it goes until the end of the month. We are in our last week. It's promo code SUMMER50. And for Summer50, you're going to get 50% off of your subscription to TradersArmy.com for the next 3 months. So go to TradersArmy.com today. Use the promo code SUMMER. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. So the S&P this morning, we're up about 6.5. So it's up 6.5 points this morning. You know, I was looking at it last night in our live trade room, and we'd said that there's really not a reason to get short, right? We're sitting here at or near an all-time high. We actually put in a brand new all-time high on Friday. And the only way that I could even consider getting short is if we have some sort of a breakdown. Haven't come anywhere near any of that yet, and so I'm going to leave the S&P be at the moment. Certainly could break out to the upside, and I'd be okay if somebody decided to get long as we're kind of stalling through here. You know, I feel like we're destined to get to 3,000 possibly by the end of the month. And I think that is a potential. Looking at the NQ I think actually sets up, if you decide you want to try to short, as a better opportunity for a short. With a little bit of a base, it would have to base in front of this area. That would be the only thing that I would look at the moment. But other than that, there's not a whole lot to add in there. So both the ES and the NQ are both kind of in a sideways chop pattern at the moment, and neither one really gives me a great reason to jump in either way. I'm certainly not taking a reversal on a short. The only way I would get in is on some sort of a breakdown. Crude oil. So in crude, we were looking at last night was this price pattern with slightly higher lows, roughly the same highs. We got a little bit of a pop out above there, and then it's really not done a whole lot since that point. So remember our 6-candle rule. If it doesn't start to move here quickly, then it might be a chance to kind of move out of the position. When we got in, we said that our stop would have to be below this candle's low. I might even say that it's time to take your stop and move it up a little bit here just to minimize any potential losses, because it doesn't look as though this one's breaking. You know, we've rallied up really hard in crude oil over the last few days, primarily due to the Iranian scare. But Iran, you know, from a fundamental perspective, Iran is a very, very small producer when it comes to oil on the global scale. And so this could be a little bit of an overbaked rally. But I think that our eventual price target is this area up here, which we spoke about on our Friday video. Next, gold. So looking at gold, we had a little bit of a reversal point here set up in gold last night. We did not make it all the way back to that reversal point. We actually stopped just short of it, and then we've rallied up from there. So the fact that we've stopped just short of it tells me that it's a little bit more risky to be able to do that one. Looking at it on a 15-minute, you'll see where that level came from. This is just the gap fill area. I certainly didn't want to chase gold, as that didn't make any sense to me, and so we didn't chase it. We just set up a potential reversal here, but the fact is we came pretty close to it and weren't able to get in, so you may want to convert this to a confirmation long. Next, looking at our bonds and currency markets. So in the ZN, we were looking at a potential long at this area back in here, and prices were basing in front of that level, and then we started to move away from it, which actually strengthens the possibility of this level working in the future. I don't really want to try any of these shorts as of yet. Possibly could even get a little bit of a basing above here. If we base right in through here, there could be a breakout to the upside of this piece. In the Aussie, so the Aussie came right up to our level. I mean, just right up to it, and then didn't quite get in. So it's we call that nicked by a tick. and I'm going to remove this level completely at this point, primarily because we based in front of it. So I'm going to remove that level. But I think there could be a reversal right at this point in here, which is on the hourly chart, a little bit of a rally, some fair price value area in here, because this was a resistance point here. It was a support back here. So I think this could be a good little reversal spot going forward. In the euro, so the euro, we rallied up into our supply level, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 6 candles, the market had gone nowhere. And so it is time to take your stop and move it to break even. So this level, at the worst, you should be stopped out at break even on this position, possibly even a small profit, as now we're breaking out more to the upside. When I look at the 4-hour chart, my next real stopping point doesn't come into play until up in here. So you'd think that the next move up in the euro would be this next move up to this region in here. Canadian dollar, we came close to our Canadian dollar entry, didn't get in, so we converted that to a confirmation. Although I think the Canadian, is destined for another pop higher. But if I look at the 4-hour chart, we're sitting in this little area of supply, but we're chopping around through it. So I think daily chart. So I think it's set for another leg higher when I look at the Canadian dollar overall above that area. Last and certainly not least, although maybe it is least because I haven't been making very many trades with the Japanese yen lately, is the pound and the yen. Now, the Great British Pound, we had a really strong move off of this level right in here. Very strong move off of that level. Converted this level to a confirmation entry on the second time in. And then we found this area right in here off of the hourly chart, thinking that there could be a good reversal right in through here. I'm not sure that we're going to make it all the way back down to this level. Japanese yen, we were looking at this one last night as our potential reversal right in through here. One of the things we talked about last night in the live trade room was if you're so inclined, there's an opportunity to do candle to candle to trade this thing candle to candle, because it just looked like we were getting lower lows and lower highs, and so that would have been an entry on this candle, and we didn't get you didn't really get a higher high until down in here, so a little bit of a run, but I still think that this is kind of in a sideways price pattern on the 4-hour. Just we're in between these areas here. Overall, it's still bullish, and so your next main leg would be up, although technically we put in a lower swing low and a lower swing high here. So theoretically, you could get a move down off of this that would be a little premature on an entry, right? A little premature on a short entry, but there could be room to move down from here if we do. So overall, I don't see a whole lot of movement occurring so far early this morning, but just follow your plan. And if you don't have a plan, why? Right? Do you have a written one? A mental plan is not a plan. Do you have a written plan for your trading? And if you don't, then that may be something for you to take a look at and consider, okay, maybe I should think about writing one of these, because a written plan will help you to stay on task when you have days like this where the market's just kind of chopping around. Don't force the trades. Follow your plan. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Later.